You know me in these faces. I do the faces.
No. Oh, and the voices, girl.
Faces and voices. I do it big.
Lit. That, and it's funny. I told her before, when I read this book, sometimes it's hard for me because I read the voices in her voices. Even the dude would be like, Corenna would be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying, bro. You know, boo, boo, boo. That's Corenna. Like, she does all the voices. I mean, it could be somebody country, it could be somebody crazy, somebody sexy, somebody. That's just Corenna.
I'm doing all the voices.
Girl, all your voices.
When I'm like reading out loud to myself, and I'm like, okay, let me read through the section. I just can't read it. I'm like, I'm giving shoulder, honey. I'm giving a neck. You know, I do everything. I'm like, I make myself into it. And so T'd be like, well, you know, I can just, you know, chill over here in the corner. I'm like, no, because you're going to think that I'm crazy. Like, how many personalities are in one person? I'm role playing. Got to get the characters. I got to feel the story. But yeah. Next question is mine. Chan was laying it on heavy with his compliments. What would you do if you were Malia? Honey, I would fully indulge all of that action. You want to compliment me? Okay. Thank you. I'm not going to tell nobody, sir, you have complimented me one too many times tonight, and I feel uncomfortable. No, I feel very comfortable. Keep going.
You ain't going to do all that, though. Somebody will compliment you. You're going to be sitting over there all shy. Thank you.
Honey, I'm like, we at the table now, baby. What else? What? You said what? Okay. Yeah, I say keep the compliments rolling. I'm here for that. What would you ladies do?
Yeah, I definitely would be taking the shy approach. And I have told somebody when they were just laying it on thick, like, okay, that's enough now. Like,
you're like, I don't feel the energy.
Is there any other dialogue in there? Like, it gives that gassiness, you know, just like you're trying to pump my head up to get my legs open. You know, like you're not giving me quality conversation. You know, how's your day? Well, you know, you're looking good. My day is great because you sitting up across from me. It's like, okay, but how was your day for real? You know, what do you like to do in your spare time? I like to do you in my spare time. Be like,
no, sir. No, sir.
No, sir. You'll be on your own.
So,
yeah, like
there's a line.
It's too much when it's just going all in. I think if you mix conversation and you're just like, oh, you're beautiful, or you know, you say something about the person, you know what I mean? But if you're just it's like, stop gaslighting me, you know. You got to be suave about it.
Well, as we all know, I've been single for quite some time, and
happy about it, baby.
Okay,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Doing great.
But I think I'm a little, I don't know. I guess I'm different. I mean, guys compliment me, and I'm like, what's your game? Like, I hear that, but what? That just so you know, I'm going home after this.
Alone.
Going home alone. So I don't know, but that's just me personally. Usually, you know, a guy lay it on thick, a girl's like, oh, you know, thank you, blah 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 blah. You know, I could be nice, say thank you, but I don't know. I don't do well on dates, apparently.
I don't think it's you. I think it's society. You know, I think you have a lot of people who wear a mask, and you know, Alicia's, you know, okay, she's like, I'm just really tired of people not being who they say that they are. And when you just keep meeting like similar people, even if when you vet them for a while, and it's like, you still turned out to be a psycho, you still turned out to be crazy, you still are
right. Like, no, I got it right this time. Oops.
Okay. It's all right. I'll just do this by myself.
Drawing board. Now I got to figure this out again. So
I would rather be alone than to constantly be getting hurt every, you know, 6 months to a year or two. It was like, nah, I'm cool. Like, don't worry about me, bro.
Next question. Why does it always seem like drama follows Malia? Chan and Hector's run-in was epic. It don't seem like anything. It's actually happening. Malia's world. And I mean, that's just what it is in Rose City. You know, that's the day-to-day life, you know, in Rose City. And I definitely thought The way Hector flicked off Chan at the end, I'm just like, sir, you're obviously hurt. Like, what's going on? What's
I
happening?
thought a fight was gonna get started. I was like, uh-oh.
I'm like, Chan's gonna have to do something to him later on. Like, I can't stand it when people are disrespectful for no reason. You know, and it's like, why are you coming for me? I don't even know you. And then you're being rude. I cannot stand people like that just because you're feeling insecure, you know, but.
Tuck that insecurity away and build some self-confidence.
Mm-hmm.
Alicia, what was your thoughts?
Sorry. I thought, yes, drama does follow her, but that run-in between Chan and Hector, I thought was absolutely hilarious. He waits until, you know, they part ways to, you know, start talking smack, and he wants to give him the finger. And the whole time I'm like, this Blondie, she has no self-respect. She must not love her.
She don't love her.
Fighting for another woman in front of her and didn't win and mad about that, and I mean goes off and flicks somebody off.
He's like, here, take that finger.
Yeah, it could have ended up a lot of ways. Corenna was telling me a story, you know, with somebody she used to be with, where you know, the Best Buy story.
The Best Buy story.
Somebody was getting, there were some dudes that, you know, found her attractive, and her boyfriend got mad. He didn't say nothing until they pulled out, went down the street. Or no, he got in the street
from by the sidewalk,
at the dudes. And I'm like, okay, you could have gave that energy to them when
I
you were in the
couldn't even support him. I was like, you know, that was a coward move, right? Like, I was like, I'm sorry. Only a coward would behave in that manner. I'm like, that man said something to you, you didn't like it, you should have checked it then and there.
So it reminded me of that.
Yeah. It's given very coward. It's given very much a coward.
And I'm just surprised with Blondie. The disrespect. Can you imagine on somebody's arm, and you know, you think you're on a date and they like go flag another girl down with you standing there?
You know what it was? Blondie was already delusional. Her outfit, the bad tan, the horrible blonde extensions, the dress 2 sizes too small, you know, she was already being delusional anyway. So she heard him speaking Spanish. She's probably thinking, that is so hot. Girl, shut up. That man is figuring out how to get rid of Miss Piggy in that dress.
Yeah.
We're gonna get rid of Piggy. So so does drama follow Malia? It clearly looks that way, you know, but I'm gonna say that each and every time that there's been situations with drama, she's never the author of the confusion. You know what I mean? Like she's not Erica. She's not out here trying to put people against each other. People are acting out. And so sometimes I feel like in real life, it's easy to be like, that person has a lot going on. No, people have a lot going on. The world has a lot going on, and Malia is not in control of how anybody behaves. Those 2 men wanted to get him up at the bar. That wasn't on her. 2 people wanted to get outside, you know, in the street in front of a parking garage, and they wanted to fight. Had nothing to do with her. So there are situations and things happening, but it's not because she's the one who's trying to foster confusion and turn people against each other. So it's not her fault. It's not her fault. He's not.
Ooh,
Alicia?
Yes, ma'am. Let's see. Was it fair for Chan to be upset with Malia because of the attention she was getting from other men? Have you ever had a situation where you were with a guy and he got mad at you because other men was giving you attention?
Your problem, not mine.
That ghetto came out at you. At you. I don't think it was fair. She can't help she can't help that she's bad. I mean, he's attracted to her. He looked at her little juicy booty. He was feeling her. He's like, yes, ma'am. Give me all that. Yeah. And he's a man. So he can't help the attention that she was getting. And she wasn't like trying to hit on nobody while she was with him. She actually wasn't interested in nobody at the speed dating.
Right.
When he came into the picture, all eyes was on him. All her attention was on him. So he really had nothing to worry about. He didn't need to get mad at her. That energy should have been directed at the dude. I mean, he handled it. He handled Noah. He handled Hector. But that's a lot, 2 dudes in one night.
I feel like,
very
is this what it's gonna be?
Yeah. Like, what did y'all talk about on your speed date? Like, these niggas are chasing you out. Sorry, excuse me. Chasing you outside. And yes, I've been in a situation. Corenna was with me. This guy that, you know, I used to kick it with, it wasn't romantic at all. I didn't lead him on. I let him know that we gonna be friends and that's all it's gonna be. And he thought that he was gonna wear me down, is what it was. And so, but I mean, I was 17 and I wanted to get out the house. So, and I always, you know, let's go get my cousin. And I lived in Lakewood and she lived all the way on the east side. He's like, all right, let's go swoop her. Yeah. And I used to live across the street. I'm from the east side too.
Yeah.
But, anyways, he would come get me, come get her. And I mean, we would have a good time. He would take us bowling. He would take us to the movies. He'd take us to the zoo, whatever. And we always made sure we had our own money. That's just something me and Corenna do because we don't ever want to be out with somebody and he'd be like, well, if I got to pay, you know. So we always had a way. But yeah, there was one incident where we went to the mall and we were just going there just to stroll, you know. We weren't shopping or nothing. And we got to the food court and we got some dudes' attention. And I mean, they were bold enough to, you know, actually say something to us. And, you know, he got mad at us. He got mad at us. Started acting stupid. Like he was going to
beat us. The whole fight that broke out the mall.
Right. And Corenna was like, I don't care. We'll walk home if we have to. And I'm like, shoot, we're going to hop this bus and go, you know.
I was so over it.
And he calmed down, but he got mad at us, like, at the moment.
He walked up to the dudes and was like, no, because they with me and they being mad disrespectful. I'm like, hold on, player. That's my cousin.
And said we were worth some cheeseburgers.
And I'm like, sir, I'm not with you. Like, I'm not your girlfriend. I've never lied. This is my cousin. She's never lied and said she was with you. He's like, but that looks really bad. I'm at the mall with you guys. You guys are talking to some dudes and I'm standing off to the side. You didn't even allow us to get our Mac on. Like you blocked before we even got an opportunity.
And
I made eye contact with somebody.
On the dudes, we were just responding.
I had eye contact going with the cute one in the group, and I was ready to be like, "What's your digits, puppy?" You know, and he messed it up. I'm still a little bitter. I mean, I shouldn't be, but I think it's the disrespect. I think that's what it is. You know what I mean? Because he probably would have been a whole tool anyway. But it was just the disrespect. I'm like, he blocked and was like, how would you feel if you buy things for girls? I was going to take them shopping. We were like, you liar. We did not come here to the mall to go shopping with you. We just came here to chill out, whatever. You know, it was years ago when people used to go to the mall for fun.
Mm-hmm. And the same guy, it was just me and him, and we had went to the movies or whatever, and we were about to go get something to eat. And some guys came out the movie theater and they were like, oh, she's pretty, dog. She's pretty. And he's like, thank you. Thank you. And I'm like, hold on. Don't be thanking nobody. I'm not yours. What you talking about? And and then the guys laughed. And so me and him ended up getting into this real big argument, like where we started swinging on each other. That Negro was toxic. We were in the parking lot just getting it up. Just boom, 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 boom. And this nigga, he slammed me on his car hood. Like he picked... Bam! Like slammed me on the car hood and everything. Like we turned that big, and I still got in the car.
But you beat him up a little bit too. So
I had to beat him up. Like we got in the car, and when I thought about it, I said he really slammed me in front of people. So he's like getting ready to pull off, and I grab him by his collar, and I'm just punching him in the head. And he parked the car, and we went at it again. And then it's weird because he took me to Wendy's. And
he's always trying to make you feel better after something happened.
Yeah, afterwards I was mad. You know, I wouldn't even talk to him. I actually got into the back seat because I didn't want to sit next to him.
Driver.
Yeah, he was a driver, and I just got in the back seat because I'm like, every time I see him, I wanted to swing on him. He just he really embarrassed me. In front of these people, and I mean, we really got it up. That was probably one of our worst fights. We used to get it up all the time, but
y'all were fist fighting. It wasn't even a relationship.
Fist fighting, and I mean, I ain't talking about like, you know, I'm swinging and he's trying to hold me down. I'm talking about impact, hit for hit. I mean, knee to the stomach. We was getting it on.
About some Mortal Kombat stuff.
It was just funny because I'm like, take me home. And he didn't, you know, he's like, fine, I'm going to take you home. But then he pulled up the Wendy's and, you know.
You want to get you some food?
Wendy's is that's the stuff to me.
Back in there was that was the spot.
Oh Lord, they used to have this Cheddar Lovers bacon burger. They don't make it no more, but Lord Jesus, that just did it. So, and he knew that. So I bought food. I mean, he bought the food, and I had an attitude too. I ordered a meal. I ordered a large.
Supersize that.
And I ordered a Frosty. I don't even eat Frosties. I'm just ordering stuff, and I'm like, okay, you gonna pay? And he took me home, but. Yeah, the point of that, I'm sorry, that went on too long. Yes.
No, it's fine.
I have had guys get mad at me. My ex-husband used to get mad at me if I had gotten attention from anybody. He swore that means I was sleeping with him because somebody said hi. So, yeah, and it's not fair. It's not fair.
It's not. It's not. And it's really ugly that people behave that way. Khieu, did you do the story or no?
No.
Do you have something you want
to add? Yeah. I think mostly my history, because I'm adopted, people don't really know that I have brothers, and so I don't hang out with, like other potential candidates. I usually am hanging out with my brothers and, their friends and stuff. And I've always been a huge tomboy. So I've always gotten a lot of flack because, especially when you're in the church and you're a female in the church, hanging out with boys, and you get the impression that you're fast and stuff. And, people that like you is like, oh, you're always hanging out with them or whatever. And I'm like, they're my brothers. And they're like, no, they're not. They never go home with you and all that stuff. So I've gotten a lot of flack for hanging out with my brothers, and people don't believe that they're my real brothers.
But yeah, men do that. Like, getting into that whole situation where they'll get mad at you because in their minds, you're doing something. Your hips why are your hips moving like that? Why you make your booty do that? Sir, that's what attracted you. So
that's my business.
Calm it down. That's my business. But like Alicia was saying earlier about the whole Best Buy thing, I was walking into Best Buy with my boyfriend at the time. And at the time, I got rid of him, honey. Auditions. Yeah, he got replaced. Anyways, yeah, I said it. He got replaced. We're walking in Best Buy. There was a group of dudes outside, and they was like, look how, and so I was just like, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm with this thing that I don't really want to be. We was in a situationship, you know what I'm saying? Wasn't in love with you, didn't like him, just trying to figure out the best way to break away because I knew I was gonna get stalked. You know what I'm saying? Like I knew he was gonna turn into a stalker. That's what abusive and controlling people try to do, So like he didn't slap me, thank God, because he wasn't that stupid, but it was trying to be, verbally abusive. But I got that tongue too, baby. I'll light you up. So we walked into Best Buy, and some dudes was like, peeping me out, whatever. But it was like, whatever. So when we came out the store, the guys were still there. And so he just got mad. And baby, when I say he started speed walking like hella fast, and I was like, well, wait, what are you doing? Like, I got on these shoes. I can't walk as fast as you're walking. And I'm talking. I'm like, hey, slow down. What's going on? And he just is ignoring me, and he's walking hella fast. I'm like, that's odd. And the dude's like, yeah, because he mad because he know we about to take his girl. Well, and they, dudes from Tacoma, they gonna pop that good shit, And so he was just like, they was like, yeah, we're gonna take your girl, bro. And you mad about it because she about to be, and I'm like, I don't even know you. Shut up. Like
you ain't even got a shot, but go ahead.
Girl, doing the most. And so I get in the car, and he's mad. He has a truck, and girl, he's driving all reckless in the parking lot. And I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, you know what the problem is. No, I don't. What's the problem? He waits until we leave, the Best Buy across the street from the Tacoma Mall, get back onto the main street, and then stops right in front of like the bus stop and rolls down the window and starts cussing these dudes out. And I was like, sir, you should have had that energy, when you left me in the parking lot because you were speed walking because you had an attitude. And he's like, F them. And they don't want none of this. And I'm like, and so I couldn't even
scary.
Very scary. And so, most women would be like, babe, don't get upset. I was like, shut up. You ain't about that. Because I was irritated at that point. I'm like, you left me in the parking lot You know what I'm saying? You driving crazy, putting my life in danger. I'm worth something. Okay. God has a purpose for my life. You ain't gonna take it out driving reckless. And so I just told him I couldn't even be like, babe, it's okay. I couldn't even be supportive. I was like, this is bull. If you really want to get it, I'm cracking with them dudes, back up the motherfucking car, bust a U-turn, go up in there and handle it. Shut up is what I had to tell him. I was like, shut up. You're not going to do this. It was too much of that. Like going into stores and people like, hey, what's up? And they would always try him. And so he was always mad at me. And I'm like, don't get mad at me. Check those dudes. Yo, she my chick. Like, don't be disrespectful like that. You know what I'm saying? But you ain't gonna get mad at me because you can't be a man and hold your own. Because if a female did it, like, oh yeah, that's your man, girl. I'm gonna take you. Sis, try it. We right here. I got hands. You got hands. A step right here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that was my story. I got rid of him. He wasn't chan enough for me.